بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين أما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. We're here today inshallah with the fourth Tarteel program wherein we will practice reciting Surah Falaq. This surah is quite similar in many of the words with the last Surah Nas that we did in the last program. Starting in the first verse, the same Qul, the back of the tongue will touch the top and the back. Qul, not Kul, not the small kaf, but the big Qaf. Similarly, the next word A'udhu, the Ain, you have to concentrate on, as well as the Zal. Remember, the Zal is not Zal, it's not A'udhu or A'udhu, rather A'udhu, A'udhu, A'udhu. And bi Rabbil Falaq, in the Ra should be a little full, bi Rabbil, and the last word Falaq, the Qaf in the end will have an echo sound. Falaq, Falaq. But we shouldn't make so much of an echo that it sounds like a Zabar or a Fatha. So not Falaqa, but Falaq, short. We're going to start the surah now, inshallah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل أعوذ برب الفلق. قل أعوذ برب الفلق. قل أعوذ برب الفلق. The next verse is also very simple. The min sharri will have the ikhfa gunna, in other words, the soft light gunna, where majority of the sound is from the nasal passage, the nose, and not necessarily the noon sound, but no more of the nose sound. So it's a soft gunna, and the ra will be empty, sharri. So min, we can't say the noon, we don't say min, but rather min, soft gunna. Sharri, empty mouth ra, sharri, not shadri. And ma khalaq. This last word, we have to be a little careful. The kha is full mouth, whilst the lam is empty mouth. And the qaf again is full mouth. Kha, la, qa. Kha, la, qa. Another rule of full mouth letters is that whilst pronouncing the full mouth letters, the proper way of pronouncing them is to not move the lips, but the tongue inside. The tongue inside would be what would become round and not the lips. However, for those who are beginners and it is difficult to do so, we can start practicing with the round mouth and round lips and continue to progress into not moving the lips. Since we'll be stopping here, the qaf will produce a qalqala or an echoing sound in the end. So remember, kha full, la empty, qa full again. We'll repeat this verse 5 times to get it right, inshallah. Min sharri ma khalaq. 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 In the next verse, وَمِن شَرِّ, the same ikhfa will take place. The same ra, empty mouth. Remember, it's not sharri, but sharri. In the ghasiqin, the ghain will be full mouth. Gha. Remember, this is the gargling sound. Gha, gha. And then si and qin. Qin is a strong letter. It will be strong, well, even though you're doing kasra. Idha, again the same idha, the zal, your tongue will protrude slightly. So it won't be iza. A lot of people say iza. It's completely wrong. It's not iza. Idha. 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 And the last word, waqab. Qaf is a little full, and ba will have an echoing sound, a qalqala sound. So وقب وقب وقب. Now to recite the verse. وَمِن شَرِّ غَاسِقٍ إِذَا وَقَبَ وَمِن شَرِّ غَاسِقٍ إِذَا وَقَبَ وَمِن شَرِّ غَاسِقٍ إِذَا وَقَبَ. In the next verse, وَمِن شَرِّ, the same rules will apply as the last two verses. You'll have the soft gunna, the empty ra, sharri, and then an, there will be gunna there, an-naffathati. Here, a lot of us have the tendency of saying fa quickly, even though it should be, some time should be taken. It's not nappa, nappa, but some breath occurs when saying the fa, so it's naffa, naffa. And the mistake a lot of us have is the next letter. Instead of saying thati, with the tongue protruding somewhat, a lot of us say sati, naffa sati. So this is not a sin. We cannot say naffa sati. It's naffa thati, naffa thati, naffa thati. And the last two words, fil uqad. We have to be a little careful. You can't say ukad. Ukad would be like a hamza and a kaf, which is wrong. It's a ayn and qaf, both strong letters. So you will say uqa, and the last letter dal will have an echo. Uqad, uqad, uqad. Now we'll recite the verse. وَمِن شَرِّ النَّفَّاثَاتِ فِي الْعُقَدِ وَمِن شَرِّ النَّفَّاثَاتِ فِي الْعُقَدِ وَمِن شَرِّ النَّفَّاثَاتِ فِي الْعُقَدِ. I'll recite it 2 more times just to be clear and to get practice of the several places where we may tend to make mistakes. So 2 more times inshallah. وَمِن شَرِّ النَّفَّاثَاتِ فِي الْعُقَدِ وَمِن شَرِّ النَّفَّاثَاتِ فِي الْعُقَدِ. In the last verse, we have the same soft gunna or the ikhfa, وَمِن شَرِّ, as well as the empty mouth ra, شَرِّ, and hasidin. We have to make sure we make the ha sound, not the ha sound. So it's the sound from the middle of the throat. Ha, hasidin. And the next word we've already done, idha, with the dhal. We have to be careful of not iza, but idha, idha, idha. And hasad, the last word. In the last letter there will be an echo or qalqala sound. وَمِن شَرِّ حَاسِدٍ إِذَا حَسَدَ وَمِن شَرِّ حَاسِدٍ إِذَا حَسَدَ وَمِن شَرِّ حَاسِدٍ إِذَا حَسَدَ. Allah Ta'ala give us tawfiq to recite the Quran properly, inshallah, to implement it into our lives and to convey it to everyone, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.